Congratulations to the Lions. Honestly, you guys were the better team in that. Definitely the first game. The second game was more equal, but the third game, which we're going to be talking about today, is my Wallabies, who were the much better team. As I said, we're going to be talking about this game, also my experience going to the game. I had to do a match day vlog, so check that out on the channel, but this is more detail about that. I had a great experience and it was so fun, and this game was amazing. So, let's talk about it. It kicked off with pitch scoring in the 8th minute for Australia. It was decent try, played it off, and then he got it on that corner. Unfortunately, Donaldson missed the conversion, so it got us a bit worrying at the start. Yes, we had that lead, but we know what the Lions could do, and we knew, and I thought, you know what, they're gonna, any second they're just gonna come, and then once they score, they're gonna keep scoring, and they're gonna end up destroying us. But that didn't really happen. The Wallabies were that much better team throughout that first half. We did get a penalty, which was scored in the 33rd, which made us 8-0, and that was the first half. It was more of a quiet one, but then no one expected what was to happen next. See, the second half just kicked off. I just got back to my seat with Coke in hand, sat down just for an injury to happen. I looked at some more detail on the screens, trying to see what I could see, but it looked like one of the Wallabies players hit one of the Lions players in the head, and apparently he was unconscious. Obviously, I feel really bad for him, honestly. It's like a really hard head injury, and obviously he came off. But thinking at times, I thought this could be really bad. He could be really bad injured. But when he got carried off, he put the thumbs up, so that was all good to see. But then everyone walked off the field, and that actually got me a bit worried. That was a bit more, that was a few seconds before the thumbs up, and yeah, that got me really worried because I thought this is going to be something incredibly serious. But just to find out, it was a lightning delay. Yeah, a lightning delay that lasted like 35 minutes, and it was so annoying because obviously we had to stay then get home much later. I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, pretty late. But it was so fun though, all the fans all together singing their hearts out. But eventually the second half did kick off. In the second half, it was Jorgensen who scored the second try for the Wallabies, with Donaldson who was able to score the conversion this time. Then Jay Morgan, only around 7 minutes later, in the 61st minute, he scored a try for the first one for the Lions. Not necessarily one of those, pass, get it onto the corner. The handling wasn't really that good. It was pretty poor, to say the least, for the Lions throughout the game. But it was more, which both their tries were similar, where they had to get the ball pushed across the line and get it. But still, decent try, they'll happily take that. Russell did score that conversion. It started to get me a bit worried because I was like, oh no, this is the moment, this is where the Lions are going to come back. But no, it just kept being dominant by Australia, with McDermott scoring in the 70th minute and the conversion being scored by Donaldson. It was all over. Jess Stewart, who was able to get a final minute try, which really didn't mean much, and they missed the conversion. But now, with that kind of bit of the game bit said and done, let's talk about more of my experience. So, I woke up and I just had a normal day. I didn't really need to leave too late, but then eventually when we did, around 3 o'clock or something, went out, early lunch, and then eventually we made it to the ground. It was incredibly packed. So many Lions fans, you hear them chanting through the train stations. Obviously, that's just the start of the amazing atmosphere. Had some great conversations with Lions fans, even Wallabies fans, and even on just train, just hilarious, making jokes. There was a guy who drank consistently 6 pints of Guinness to get a free chip bit. Yep, that's the type of things I was talking about on the train. But yeah, just obviously great experience for us to train. Eventually we got to the stadium. It was high up, but I didn't mind it, honestly. We were inside, it was nice view, and we were able to stay, well, not inside, like we had a roof over so we wouldn't get wet like so many people at the bottom row, and because the rain kept going on and off. But yeah, obviously talked to a few more people in our seats and stuff, conversations with obviously people. I went with my dad, brother, my granddad, and then the game just happened. A lot of just talking and just shouting and singing, just great experience. Eventually, the trains, when we got home, were horrible because everyone was cramped up and no one could get on the train, and I was basically getting forced onto a train. It was pretty bad, everyone's squashed up together, but we'll forget about that. We'll talk about those good moments, the singing and chanting, because That's what I like about it. But yeah, that was really my experience. I got Shoes Castle, got this one I like a lot. It's got all the teams, the lines versed on it. Obviously I got the one I went to the game with, which is a half and half lines one. And probably something which is something that you can't just get at Red Bull, like most of stuff, is Matchday program that finally confirms as at the game. If I didn't decide to put a photos later, and my new favourite item, this rugby ball. It's great, I love it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. GG to the Lions, well done to the Wallabies. You put an effort in that final game, and we all in Australia appreciate it. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.